Jason Robert Harner. I was on summer break from trade school. I was working 2 jobs. One day I was on my way home from the night shift job and I didn't make it home. I was about a mile from the place I was living. What I've been told was I was driving down the road, there's a curve in the road, and apparently I started the curve and never straightened out. I must have fell asleep at the wheel, head-on collision with another vehicle. I needed to be removed from the car before the jaws of life could get there, bring me back to life. I was then rushed by ambulance to a field and life-flighted to Cougar Hospital in Danville, Pennsylvania. I had some leg injuries. My femur broke, came through the leg and shattered. I had some damage to my left elbow, banged my head somehow, and had some major head injuries that needed to be taken care of. I was in a self-induced coma for 24 days. Then basically the choice was given to, Ray, there's really nothing else we can do for him. Either he comes out of this coma or we pull the plug. And the next morning I came out of the coma. I spent the next several months going to physical therapy and speech therapy because I had trachs down through my throat where I really lost speech. I couldn't speak anymore. Couldn't weight bear on my left leg, and I couldn't use crutches because my right arm was injured, so I was using a walker. I remember when I was at the rehab center, I weighed in with a couple casts on me. I was 6'1"-ish, 6'2"-ish, and weighing 120 pounds. Before the accident, I believe the most I ever weighed was 180, probably somewhere around 170 at the time of the accident. As far as my daily activities now, I don't know that I have anything terribly from it. My left leg is shorter than my right legs. When I was first admitted into Geisinger, they weren't so much worried about the leg, they were worried about my head. Honestly, didn't think I'd make it, so they weren't terribly concerned at restoring the leg. They did put rods and screws a lot in my leg and in my left ankle. So my left leg is an inch shorter than my right leg. If they would have made the rod an inch longer, maybe my bone would have never grown back together. If you see me, I always wear shoes, and I have to have a lift on my left shoe of an inch thick to make my legs even. Help that I need along the way, obviously my girlfriend at that time, now my wife, and her mom, now my mother-in-law, took care of me really at the house I was living. My roommate at the time, his name was Sam Smeltz. He obviously took care of me at school, carried my lunch trays, breakfast, dinner, took care of me in the room, getting all my shower stuff to shower. I had to shave every morning, got my shave stuff in the morning. I could get there with crutches or the walker, but I couldn't carry anything with me. So obviously he had to carry everything wherever I went. So he was kind of my nurse at school, taking care of me every day. So shout out to Mr. Smeltz. So the accident happened when I was 20 years of age. I'm now 41 years of age. I graduated from trade school. The first time I walked without them was across the graduation stage. I got up to the stage on crutches, walked across, received my diploma, shook hands, and then to come down the steps again, I was back on my crutches. But that was the only time that I could walk without my crutches. I finished first in my class at trade school. I consider myself successful. I worked in power plants for the last 20 years of my life. Various jobs, held a licensed reactor operator job at a nuclear facility through the NRC, the Nuclear Regulatory Commission for the United States of America, which is a very tedious, strenuous task to get that license. Personal-wise, I have 4 very well-behaved children, Andrew, Lydia, Lauren, and Lindsay. They are all healthy and well, so our family is very blessed with the health side of things. I've recovered fine, and I see no effects in my children.